Hello, Destiny. How are you this afternoon? It seems like evening because now it's getting dark, but how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I thank you so much for joining me. We had a little technical issue on my part this morning. We were supposed to do that early, so I do apologize again, but I'm so glad that you're here now. So I just wanted to tell you that Destiny Jones. I was talking to my one of my favorite people in the world, Christy Martin, the other day, and she mentioned your name because you are going to be fighting soon. She said, "Do you know Destiny Jones?" I was like, "No." So then I looked at your Instagram and everything, and she said that you were from my close to my hometown. I'm from Austin. Now tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Cedar Park.
Cedar Park. So how far is that from Austin? That's not too far, is it?
No, it's not that far. It's like 30 minutes. But I'm in
30
Austin
minutes?
majority of the time. That's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like that's where it's at, right? Yeah, I moved to
Yeah,
Dallas
that's exactly where it's at.
quite a while ago, but Austin is still my hometown. I love it so much. So we were talking about you because obviously you're a boxer, you're a professional boxer, and she was mentioning that she had you were newly signed to her promotional company, Christy
Yeah.
Martin Promotions. Tell me about that. How did you meet Christy? How did that come about?
So I was fighting this girl in San Antonio, and I did not know Christy Martin was going to be there.
Oh.
I did not know she was going to be there. And it was after I won my first fight. It was my first fight, it was my pro debut. And she hopped in the ring and she was like, "Hi, I'm Christy Martin."
You're like,
"Hi."
I
I was like, "Hi." I was just overwhelmed with excitement. I'm like, "Hi, I'm Destiny Jones."
She's awesome. And she's just that personable, isn't she?
Yeah. I was so excited. My heart was just pumping really fast. I didn't know how to feel. I
Yeah,
was
no, yeah,
overwhelmed
I'm
with
sure. You
excitement.
you win your first fight, and then here comes Christy Martin introducing herself to you. So after
Yeah.
that, I mean, where did things go? Did she say, "Hey, you looked great. I'm interested in talking to you"? How did things go from there?
So she talked to my manager, David Watson, and then we met in person and we sat at the table. Her and her wife and my coach and I sat at the table, had a meeting, and I just couldn't stop smiling.
I was gonna
And
say, were you just cheesing like you are now?
the whole time, the whole time.
I
And
would
I
be
was
too.
like, I'm a little different outside the ring. It's all
Right?
serious
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
inside.
yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So
Most
after
definitely.
her
No,
wanting
that's
to,
exciting. That's exciting.
yeah.
And so you say you're different outside of the ring. So I have to ask because you're beautiful, you're smiling, you're so bubbly. Boxing? Do you get that a lot? Like, why
Yeah.
boxing? Where did that come from?
Yeah, well, it came from so my uncle Nelson, he was training my brother, my little brother in the garage, and he was a boxer. So I was a cheerleader. I
Oh.
wanted, he was hitting the mitts. It looked really fun. And I asked him, "Can I try it?" He said, "No, this is a male sport. You
Oh.
just stick to cheerleading." And I
Oh.
said, "No, let me try it." So he put on gloves and hand wraps. And then he told me to punch him in the face. And then I busted his nose and his nose
Nice.
started bleeding. He was like, "We should get you in the gym."
I love it. I love it. You showed
So
him.
it was history from there
So
after
did you
that.
start? So did you have a huge amateur career? Because you don't look very old. You look like a little baby. So did you have a long amateur career, or did you just have a few fights and go straight into the pros?
So I started boxing at 13 years old. And I have over 100 fights, maybe
Oh, I
100
love
fights.
it.
Yeah. And I have 7 losses with 100
Wow.
fights. But I turned pro, I believe, 2019, and then that's when
Okay.
the whole COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, turning pro is really different, really different. It's a big step that I was scared to take, but I
Yeah,
took it.
well, obviously, you're making waves for Chrissy to jump in the ring and want to assign you to a promotional, company. So obviously you are. So your first fight was how long ago?
It was September, I believe.
September.
Yes, I
Oh
believe
my
so.
gosh.
I'm not sure. I know it was recent though.
It was recently, you're like, it was recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that first time you step in the ring and like there's no headgear and it's like this is it. This is the real thing. What did you think in your mind to keep you calm and not just get too crazy? Because sometimes I know, like, it's like you start thinking, oh my God, the crowd, my family, I gotta win, I gotta hurt this girl. You know, is there something that you tell yourself to just like totally calm yourself down?
This is what you wish for.
Yes, that's true.
I was like, okay, be careful what you wish for because it
That's
may
true.
come true.
That's true. I
And
love
it
it.
came true. So I'm like, okay, this is the time. This is the time to show the world, introduce yourself to the world. And
Gosh,
that's what I
I
did.
love it. So I'm gonna backtrack just a little bit. So you were also training in the garage. So did you finally get out of the garage and get into a gym, or did you
So
stay training in the garage?
so I trained in the garage for 1 day. After I punched him in the face, his nose started bleeding. He wanted to see me hit the bag, do mitts. So that's what I did. The very next day we were at the gym.
Okay, okay.
So he went ahead and bought me wraps, gloves. He said, okay, we're going to do this. So I was a cheerleader and a boxer at the time.
Oh, I love
So
it.
I would come in my cheer outfit and go train in boxing and then change back into my cheer outfit and then go cheer.
I think that's fabulous. I love it. So tell me what gym this is, so everybody can give them praise and notoriety from where you
So
came from.
this used to be called Step in the Ring Boxing Gym by Domingo Salcedo. He was my first coach as an amateur, but he passed away from brain cancer.
Sorry for that.
And he told me to go to David Watson, which
Okay.
is now my coach and my manager.
Oh
And
wow.
he took me from there. You know, my coach always wanted me to turn pro with him.
Absolutely.
So it
Absolutely.
was like it was meant to be. And we
Absolutely.
just went off from there. I needed a break for a while after that happened, but I
Uh-huh.
came back.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful because he's with you at every fight. You
Yes.
know, he's there shining. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. So you have a fight coming up, and that is I'm over here getting emotional.
Yeah,
You
I
have
know.
a
I'm
fight
trying
coming
not to
up.
cry. I'm like, it's okay.
Sorry. So you have a fight coming up on the 20th, which
Yes.
is next weekend, and it's in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Mayhem in Myrtle. 4.
Yeah.
Yes. So when do you take off for Florida? Are you going
On
to go on Monday, or when do you take off to go there?
on the 18th. I think that's Thursday.
Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this will be your second professional fight. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's so exciting. So what bout are you?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure yet. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
not sure.
so for everybody that wants to support you and get tickets, how can they do that?
On my Facebook or on my Instagram, the link is connected.
Okay.
You would have to scan the little barcode and
Uh-huh.
then it will pop up.
That is so smart.
Yeah.
That is so smart. I've never seen anybody else do that, but of course, it took a woman, Christy Martin, I'm sure, to come up with that because I've never seen
Yeah.
that before. And it's so convenient. You don't have to log onto a website or anything. You just scan it. Oh
Yeah.
wow, I love it. That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's
Yeah. I
perfect. I love
figured it out. I was like, oh, there it is.
it. It's like you got to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You got to support me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So tell everybody where they can support you as far as your Instagram, all your social media, your Facebook, Twitter. I don't know if you're on Twitter, everything, all your social media outlets so that they can show support and follow your career.
So Facebook and Instagram, it's Destiny Too Sweet Jones, DESTINYTOOSWEETJONES.
That's wonderful. And you know, Christy has really been putting on shows, guys, very frequently. We got to support her as well in all her shows. I am hoping to be in Florida sometime and be able to go to these shows because they look amazing. And the up and coming guys and girls that she has on there, they're truly, truly talented. But I also want to say, please go to her website and support Christy's Champs. So it's an outlet and support for all those male and females that have been emotionally, physically, sexually abused, education to overcome these hardships in life, which we know that it does happen very often. And it's just a wonderful program. And I just really encourage everybody to support that because Christy and her wife do amazing, amazing things. Destiny, it was such a pleasure to talk to you. And I'm hoping and praying that later on down the line, we get to do this again and we talk about all your fights and when you're going to be fighting down the road for a title and the big
Yeah.
stage and everything else. So I just appreciate you so much for giving me your Sunday, and I wish you all the best. I'm actually going to be in Vegas at the Crawford fight, but I'm still. Is there a live stream? Can I watch you live stream for your
Yes,
fight?
I believe so. I believe
Okay,
so.
so
I
we'll
would
look for it. We'll look
yes.
for it on
Yeah.
Christy's website,
Yeah.
so that we can watch you. So I'm gonna have my phone and my eyes here. So I'm just gonna be like this. So I'm gonna be watching you as
Multitasking.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Thanks
Thank
everybody
you.
for tuning in. Thank
Thank
you. Bye bye.